Hello everyone, it's Rick here, and I just wanted to make a quick video for you guys showing you the mock-up of the Diamond Rio Oil / gas field truck. I'm not really sure where this is headed. I had a pretty clear direction when I started, putting the pieces all were, stuff that I was thinking about I wanted to add to the truck and everything like that. I made that first video and then kind of stalled a little bit. Because I'm thinking, okay, I'm lifting this thing, I'm putting big tires on it, and I'm trying to do some research, and I'm looking up all this stuff, and I'm trying to see an application for a truck like this. I mean, they do have ones that are pretty good size, and then I seen a video someone made, and he used the USA 1 monster truck tires and wheels, which is what I'm using, but he uses the 1/32 scale. And I thought to myself, well, damn, excuse my language, sorry. I was like, well, that'd probably be perfect, because these things are just a little too big. And I think I'm going to set it up with the way it's at right now, because this is about the ride height that it's going to sit, or at least with this setup here with the wheels and tires. But as you can see, I got a little bit of adjustment there. But what I figure on is I'll probably just set it up similar to this. It'll be in scale probably sitting 4 to 6 inches lower than what it's sitting right now, which will basically bring those hangers level and centered into the frame. And we'll do it like that, and I'll probably have to notch out this fender here, which is fine with me because I don't want it all hanging down anyway. It wouldn't make sense for a truck like this. There's some skirts that go and cover down the frame here, and I'm wanting to maybe do some different options for a larger fuel tank. I think it does come with 2 tanks. I might add in one somewhere else. Okay, as of right now, the parts count, just the assembled cab and chassis as you see it right now. The Diamond Rio, we have the main frame and cross members, engine, transmission, cab, hood, and from the AMT 1/25 scale USA 1 model truck kit, or monster truck kit I should say, we have the springs and the 5-ton Rockwell axles, which fit perfectly into this build here. And I'm also thinking possibly, since I'm going to be running those smaller, I'm really thinking about, even if I don't get that kit and take the tires out of it, I'm definitely going to get smaller wheels and tires, because these are just a tad too large, you know what I'm saying? They just don't work for me. So I'll probably cut out that inside part where the lift block is there and set this axle more in there and trim down those outside edges. Probably not going to run shocks on it. Who knows? I'm not going to make it too complex of a build. And you can see here and really the only part that's bothering me about this build that I think is going to be the hardest part, probably going to have to get some aluminum tubing. I mean, I might try just regular styrene, cut the U-joints off, but that's going to be the drive shafts, because this is going to be 4-wheel drive. Have the 5-ton Rockwell axles at either end. I'm going to have the Cummins Big Cam NTC 350 inline 6 diesel there with the I'm not sure what transmission it's got behind it, but it does need a lot of work to get it to fit properly. But it's like a, I don't know, 12-speed manual or something like that. And then it'll have the transfer case and such behind it, which, oh, I'm going to use the bigger one out of those two there behind that one in front, because it drops down more. Still going to be a little out of scale though, because that's meant for like a 1-ton style truck, and this is a yeah, quite a bit bigger. But we're gonna, maybe if I have to beef it up, or if I make something custom, who knows. I mean, maybe the way I can bracket it in there, I can make it look bigger than what it really is. So what's great about modeling, you don't have to always make things functional in the real world, one-to-one application. As long as they look realistic, it doesn't matter how they're really mounted up in there. So yeah guys, it's going to be pretty interesting. Still haven't figured out what I'm doing with the bed here. I want to stretch it. I think the longest I've seen like box fans and such is like 26 feet or so, 24, 26 feet. So I figure, you know, in half-inch scale, 1/24 scale. That's how I just measure everything out, even to 1/25. Close enough on something like this. You know, that would be, if it was a 24 foot, that'd be in half-inch scale, it'd be 12 inches. So you figure I have 12 inches of frame, which I only have, I believe it's, I can't remember right now. Here we go. I know this is almost 12 feet. This is almost a 12-foot bed right here, so I'll tell you how long it is. And that's from the C600 AMT kit. And I just kind of got the cab and such mounted here. It's going to be a little higher than this, I think, especially in the front. I don't think it's even sitting level. It's pretty close. So like I said, guys, I mean, there really isn't too much I'm worried about on this project. I mean, as always, I'm kind of worried about getting those frame rails straight when I stretch them, but I kind of found a trick that someone had used where you take, I don't know if I have a piece here, something similar to this, and you can actually, when you cut them, there's a, because this is a C-notch, or a C-channel frame, and you can actually get that right in there, you know, and it'll stay in there because this channel's perfectly straight and level. And it'll just hang out in there, and you can shim it in there and build up around it if you need to. So we might do that, see how it goes. I am missing one cross member in the front, but this is all just mocked up, taped up, and I got some of that little putty stuff that you use to hang stuff on the wall. It comes in handy. I think there was somebody else on here that used that, but yeah, I need to get the axles fixed. I think I might need to sand them down slightly. I don't know. I glued them together and I took all the rubber bands off like a day later and started messing with them a little bit, mocking stuff up, and they kind of just fell apart. So and I was using the Plastrux, I think. Maybe it was a Tamiya, I can't remember. It's been a little bit. So yeah, guys, there's just the mock-up. I mean, so if there's anybody out there who has any information or works in this field of the gas and oil industry, because I've looked up videos and pictures and can't really figure out, like I said, where this would fit in. Obviously, once I get a little bit smaller wheels and tires, it'll look more. Because I've looked up some and I found it was called the Commander. I can't remember, Howard's Commander or something like that. It's a video on YouTube, but that's kind of what inspired me to do this. I mean, this is nowhere near as crazy as that thing is. That thing's a cab over, and it's 6-wheel drive, I think, and it's articulated in the center behind the cab. But I'm definitely looking for an idea for what I'm going to put on this bed. Thinking about starting to scratch build a 8 foot by 16 foot in scale flatbed deck. Just put on it on the back. I mean, after I stretch it, and then put something up here, maybe that little crane, boom crane, if you will, whatever you want to call it. Put that up there. And I don't know, like I said, I kind of wanted it to be like a service type truck. You know, if someone gets stranded or someone needs help or need to bring supplies, or fuel and lube type truck, that'd be kind of cool. Because that would definitely fit the application I could see for any type of thing. You know, if you're in a bad terrain or something, you need something that can get there. You know, if your machine breaks down out in the middle of the woods or out in the middle of a swamp or wherever and you can't get out, you know, you need a truck that can get you there, fix your machine, or pick you up and bring you wherever. So I guess we'll see where it goes, guys. As always, leave your input, let me know what you think. Got a lot of projects that I've been messing with, mocking up. I know I've had some people ask me, you know, how many projects you got going on and everything, and being that the weather's bad, I'm not really doing anything with much of them. I'm just kind of doing what I'm doing with this one. This one's going to take quite a bit of work, so I'm probably just going to make this my main thing right now. I know there's a few people who showed some interest. You know, this is something different too. I've seen a lot of people do the Revell kits, the 359 and the W900, but this one takes a little bit more work than that one. I mean, the frame alone is, let's see, 2, 3, 4, it's like 8 pieces, 10 pieces or something for the frame, whereas the other one, it's like the whole, half the front suspension and the frame and everything's one piece. I mean, I'm not knocking it. I mean, it still takes some work and builds look awesome, so can't complain on that aspect. But you know, I just like to dig a big hole for myself and see if I can climb my way out, and that's basically what this project's about. So like I said, guys, thanks for watching. You guys take it easy. More videos to come.